guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. I hope you had a wonderful Christmas holiday and was able to share with those you love. Since 2025 is coming to an end, I thought it would be fun to take a look back at some of my favorite videos from this past year. So I've compiled several of them into one long Clean With Me marathon that you could put up on your TV, tablet, or phone and do whatever task you need to get done today while bringing me along as a friend to clean with you. What's great about this end of year Clean With Me marathon is that you don't have to stop what you're doing to change the channel. You just have that consistent cleaning, decluttering, organizing, restocking, and laundry motivation with lots of decorating ideas. I've also included some cleaning and organizing tips, along with some cleaning habits and routines to help you maintain a clean and tidy home. And you have everything you need in this one video to start your new year off right. So I hope you enjoy this one and it motivates and inspires you to do all the things you need to get done today. And if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. So without further ado, let's get this end of year Clean With Me marathon started. Hey guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. In today's home vlog, we're getting it all done. Starting with removing this old furniture because the new furniture I ordered from Wayfair a few weeks ago arrived today. I'm also completing some DIY projects I started a few months ago and adding some final touches to my Halloween decorations for 2025. This video is a good one because it has it all. From cooking to cleaning motivation, some organizing and laundry with lots of decorating ideas. So I hope you enjoy this one and it motivates and inspires you to do all the things you need to get done today. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. This is the first of 2 DIY projects I plan to complete today, and here I'm simply applying some gloss acrylic sealer, which is from Walmart, to these vases. Since painting them by hand a few months ago, the paint is starting to rub off, so this acrylic sealer will prevent this from happening in the future, as well as protect the paint from dust, stains, and general wear and tear. It was a little windy on this day, so I had to use a few pavers to keep the plastic from sticking to the vases. I also applied 3 coats, allowing the sealer to dry for at least an hour in between them. And whenever I have a lot of different things that I want to get done, I write them down. This not only ensures they're completed, but reduces stress and gives me some motivation to continue as I check them off. I am completing 2 loads of laundry today in order to make up for the load that I'll miss tomorrow. I did request to set up an assembly service from Wayfair, so tomorrow while that's being done, I'll do some budgeting and pay the bills instead. And I'll discuss how hubby and I were able to pay off our mortgage and cars within 6 years and how we're continuing to live debt-free today. This bath mat and towel were a little wet, so while the air dried, I decided to remove the old furniture on my own. I could have waited for hubby and the boys to return home, but didn't want to wait. Removing the old dresser was easy, because I used some felt furniture sliders for hardwood floors, which meant I didn't have to do a lot of heavy lifting. 2 weeks ago, I decided to replace this furniture because the drawers of the dresser were hard to open. I was no longer happy with the color and didn't want to repaint it. I also received a great deal on the new furniture pieces, which were 60% off at the time of purchase, with free delivery. I do plan to reuse the same linens on the bed, along with the old decor that was on the dresser, because changing the furniture was all that was needed, and gave this room a whole new look. At first, my concern was the new furniture color was too dark for the room, but boy was I wrong, because with the new furniture, this bedroom looks twice as nice as before. We did donate the old furniture and disposed of the box spring. We also discovered that there is a fee when dropping off items at our local waste and recycling center, and unfortunately, they don't offer pickup services. Now that the headboard is out of this room, the only thing left to do is to move the decor out of the way so it's not damaged tomorrow during assembly and setup. Also, Mom wants the small nightstand that was in here before, so I need to place it in my car so I don't forget it, because I plan to visit her in a few days. I'm also swapping out the frame in our bedroom to this one from the guest bedroom because our frame is being held together with tape, which means it needs to be discarded. But I do plan to keep the 8x10 white mat and of course the picture that was in it. At this point, I had already checked 4 items off the list. So after walking Max and washing my hands, we'll start on the 5th. And although not shown, I did check my to-do list often and cross off the items once completed. Getting things done did take a lot longer than expected because I took several breaks in order to take Max out, but also to give him a little loving. After disposing of the boxes from the furniture tomorrow, our exterior trash bins are going to be pretty full. So our fifth task is collecting all the trash in every room within our home. Trash pickup is in a few days, so emptying the trash inside will allow us to fill them and not need to dispose of them until trash pickup. By the way, the boys usually empty all the trash bins, but again, I don't want to wait. We've never kept trash bins in our bedrooms, so I only need to remove the trash from the 4 bathrooms, the laundry room, and of course this kitchen. I was also proud of myself and that I remembered the correct way to place the new trash bags in the trash bin. But I did forget to add the fresh trash bags to the bottom of all the trash bins I emptied. And of course my supervisor was watching my every move and recording the mistakes made. It's a good thing that I did collect the trash today because as you can see, our oldest trash bin was pretty full. Also, you'll notice later that my trash bin was overflowing as well as the trash bin located in the laundry room. I also should have included video footage of how full both of the trash bins were outside once the furniture boxes were emptied because it looked as if it was the day after Christmas when the boys were younger. Another item on my list of things to get done today is our weekly grocery haul, but it was getting pretty late, so my plan is to shop at Walmart only and finish our weekly grocery haul at Sam's tomorrow. Some of the items needed are onions for tomorrow's recipe, as well as nylon fishing line that I like to use to hang our witches' hats. I did hang one hat in the hallway today, but ran out of fishing line. So once done collecting the trash and folding and putting away laundry, we'll head to Walmart and start early tomorrow getting things done. Although not shown, I already added a second coat of sealer to the vases, so this would be my third and final. Also, hubby agreed to bring them inside once they were dry, because I have left vases on the patio before, and one time it rained and ruined it. Hubby did grill the chicken drumettes and asparagus days later, but it was already after I was done filming this video. And as always, everything was absolutely delicious. By the way, I'm only folding and storing away the towels before visiting Walmart. And once I return, we'll fold and store away the sheets. budget-friendly washcloths are from Walmart and have faded over time. But I must be honest and say I'm to blame because whenever I clean our shower, I spray it down first with my vinegar mixture, then remove the washcloths before cleaning it. Other causes could be hard water, certain chemicals from personal care products, or washing it in hot water, which is known for causing colors to fade faster. I just remembered that the day this video airs is my birthday, so happy birthday to me. It also means I'm a lot closer to 60 than I want to be, but I am blessed that I don't feel like it. By the way, if you're celebrating a birthday this month, leave a comment. Also, if you recently celebrated a birthday, happy belated birthday and happy early birthday to those with a birthday coming up. Once done hanging these towels and placing the clean ones in our linen closet, we'll grab my purse and shoes and head to Walmart. Also, you'll notice as I stock our linen closet, I place the clean towels underneath the ones that are already there. And by doing this, it ensures all towels are used and equates to even wear and tear on all of our linens. My trip to Walmart was a huge success and then I found everything on the list. I also picked up a few things that were not needed and will share those with you in another video. And on the way home, I made a quick stop to Hobby Lobby and found some Christmas decor that's really popular today, and I can see why. And again, we'll share those with you in another video. Last night, hubby and the boys removed the old furniture from the upstairs catwalk so hubby and I could easily load it up to donate later this evening. We also opened all of the boxes of the new furniture to ensure nothing was damaged because TJ, a Wayfair associate, is scheduled to arrive today for assembly and setup. And while waiting, I started on my morning reset routine, which consists of tidying the living room and the kitchen. Shown, I did clean the kitchen, which consisted of unloading the dishwasher and emptying the sink. I also cleaned the countertops and vacuumed the floors because while TJ is assembling the furniture, along with budgeting, I also plan to cook breakfast so the family can have something warm to eat once they're up. loving my Halloween decorations, but every November I decorate for Christmas, and hopefully you'll return to see it. My plan is to decorate one room at a time, so it might consist of a 3 or 4 part series. This is a large home, and in order to enjoy the decorating process, I always break it down in parts, similar to what was done when decorating for fall and Halloween. Arrived on time, and as he stepped through the door, I did inform him that I was filming, and he was okay with it. He was concerned that I wanted to time-lapse the process, but I reassured him that was not the case. But I did want to check on him every hour to see his progress. I also offered him breakfast, but he declined because he was not a fan of what I was about to cook. Here, I'm adding up all of our receipts for the month of September and the few we've gathered for this month. I do this every month to keep track of our spending and to budget for the following month. I believe this was the key to our financial freedom and our ability to remain that way. We also follow the 50-30-20 rule, which means we spend 50% of our income on needs, 30% on wants, and save or invest 20%. But since we're debt-free, we're able to invest and save more. Cooked this recipe on my channel before, but it has been a while. Also, for those that are new to the channel, hubby and I like to cook all of our meals in bulk, which allows us to have plenty of leftovers for the week. And before cooking anything, I like to start with a clean kitchen and gather all supplies needed. This not only makes the cooking process quick and easy, but it cuts down on unnecessary steps and any additional cleaning needed. This recipe is called salmon patties, and I received it many years ago from my mother-in-law, who's since passed. It's quick and easy and consists of boneless, skinless salmon, eggs, seasoned breadcrumbs, onions, and salt and pepper. And once done mixing all the ingredients, you shape your patties and fry them up. I also like pairing it with garlic-flavored old-fashioned grits. measure the ingredients years ago and go by consistency and taste alone, but I did overcook the grits and burnt a few of the salmon patties, because as I cooked, I also checked on TJ, hung some witches' hats, and retrieved the other base that I plan to DIY today. Pick up the larger cans of salmon, but I've found over time that they're not as boneless and skinless as the smaller ones. Also, to save a few coins, I pick up the 4-pack versus the individual cans with the pop top. But with the 4-pack, you do need to use a can opener, which is not as convenient. As I cook, I also do some light cleaning, which is a habit that I've had for many years now, but it does save a lot of time later once done cooking. We do have a rule in our home that whoever cooks doesn't clean, but on days like this, I don't mind cleaning, considering I'm getting a lot of other things done anyway. Had been over an hour since I last checked on TJ, but I wanted to get the salmon patty started, as well as return some of the supplies. I also stocked the fridge with the remaining bottled water we had on hand. Hubby and I do plan to shop at Sam's today, once done donating the old furniture, and my plan is to pick up 6 cases of the bottled water in order to restock this cabinet where we store them. Although I'm cooking about 20 of these salmon patties, they will be gone within 2 to 3 days. I do cook breakfast 1 to 2 times per week, and hubby cooks dinner about the same. I have mentioned this before, but hubby is a better cook because he has the patience for it, and I also don't enjoy it, so that could be another reason why he's better at it. Next, I want to hang the witches' hats in the hallway with the new fishing line I picked up at Walmart last night. I also removed the hat that was previously there because the fishing line was too short. And I remembered while doing so that I forgot to add the crows to the nest on the lights in the dining room. But we'll do that later after DIYing the 3rd vase and tidying up our bedroom. I've also mentioned on this channel before that I like storing all of our leftovers in glass storage containers versus plastic, because glass storage containers are chemical free, doesn't absorb odors or stains, and is resistant to temperature changes, which allows you to safely transfer food from the freezer to the oven or microwave without worrying about the container leaking or releasing chemicals. TJ informed me that he was done assembling the last piece of furniture, so after escorting him out, I sat down and ate, then began to tidy our bedroom before hanging the crows and DIYing our third base. TJ did place the slats and mattress on the new bed and cleared out the boxes, so the only thing I needed to do was clean the furniture, make the bed, and redecorate the new dresser. Usually, I would wait for the bed to lower before adding the flat sheet, but today I was in a hurry because I still had 4 additional things to get done. I also was getting a little tired after eating and really wanted to jump back in this bed, but my motivation was seeing how the new guest bedroom would look once it was cleaned and decorated. As I was making this bed, I was also thinking of how I would decorate it for Christmas. I really don't like adding a lot of red in my home, but I do love the colors burgundy and brown, and I'm thinking the linens in those colors would look great on this bed. But of course, I'm also adding a lot of greens in this room, so putting it all together without overdoing it may be a challenge. Also thinking of changing this white duvet to either green or brown and adding throw pillow covers with burgundy and brown in them. But I'm also trying not to spend a lot on decorations that I only use once per year. So how I plan to decorate this bed is still up in the air. And if you have any suggestions, please leave them in the comments. Months ago, I hand painted this vase, but once done, didn't love the color. So while shopping at Pottery Barn last week, I noticed they had this Joshua vase in a white color, as well as the original black color that they've sold it in for years. And this vase was black prior to me painting it beige. So to change the color, I'm using the Rust-Oleum spray paint in the color Heirloom White, which is a lot lighter than what the base color is now. And again, my plan is to add 3 coats in between cleaning and decorating the guest bedroom and hanging the crows in the dining room. I do have 4 more witches' hats that I could hang on the chandelier in the kitchen, but I chose not to do it this year. Also, the crows came in a pack of 6 from Amazon, and I placed the remaining 4 on the bookcase in the office when I decorated it 2 weeks ago. Adding these crows to the nest were simple because they come with little fasteners on their feet. As always, any decor I use is linked in my Amazon storefront or in my LTK shop. and you can find both links in my description box. This is the third and final coat, and later I remembered to retrieve it off the patio before leaving to donate the old furniture. And although not shown, I cleaned the guest bedroom floors, dusted the new furniture, and made part of the bed prior to using this damp microfiber cloth to remove any dust and debris remaining on the new furniture. I must admit that the quality of this new furniture is not as good as the old, but this is the guest bedroom, which is used maybe twice per year, and usually we have our guests use our oldest son's room, which is a second on a suite on this floor, and while his room is being used, he sleeps in here, so there's really not a lot of wear and tear that occurs in this guest bedroom, which means this budget-friendly furniture will suffice. Mentioned earlier, I am reusing the linens and decor that were used to decorate this room during my fall clean and decorate with me video. And again, all items used can be found in my Amazon storefront or LTK shop, in which both links were included in my description box. Once done cleaning this lamp, here's a before and after of our new guest bedroom furniture. The last thing on my checklist in order to get it all done is to help hubby load the old furniture in his truck so we could donate it. Then shop at Sam's and treat ourselves to a nice dinner afterwards. But of course, I think I slowed hubby down while trying to help. Hey guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. In today's Sunday Home Reset, we're resetting our home for the week with lots of cleaning, some organizing, and plenty of laundry motivation. I'm also sharing a Christmas decor haul, as promised from last week's video, but this will be part 1 because I ordered some additional items that didn't arrive in time to make the video. So I hope you enjoyed today's Sunday home reset and it motivates you to do some cleaning and organizing of your own. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Every 3 months, I like to remove the sofa cushion covers and place them in the wash. I also spray down the cushions with a disinfectant spray and separate the sofa to do a thorough vacuum of it as well as the rug. This not only prolongs the life of the sofa, but also reduces allergens such as dust mites and prevents unwanted odors. This sofa with dual ottomans is an Ethan Allen find and is over 14 years old. It is an investment piece, so when the ottoman cushions begin to sag, instead of replacing them, I added some wooden boards and budget cushions from Walmart. They not only reduce the sagging effect, but create a firmer, more stable base for seating and improve posture by providing a flat surface. The wooden boards and cushion covers are also easy to install by simply sliding them under the cushions. Washing these cushion covers, I'm always afraid of 2 things: rib zippers and shrinkage. To prevent both, I zip all the cushions and ensure the zipper is tucked firmly in the corner of the cushion cover. And to prevent shrinkage, I always wash them in cold or lukewarm water and place them on the bulky cycle in the wash. Also, when drying them, I use the gentle cycle but separate the load as needed. For those that are new to the channel, I like using white distilled vinegar versus fabric softener and the Gain powdered detergent versus liquid. Unlike fabric softener, white distilled vinegar is more cost effective and does a great job of removing odors versus masking them. And it prevents the buildup of soap and mineral residues in both clothes and washing machines. Also, unlike liquid detergent, powdered detergent contains less additives and does a better job of removing stains. In last week's video, I mentioned that I stopped at Walmart and Hobby Lobby to do a little Christmas shopping. But later that week, I picked up some more Christmas decor from At Home, Sugar Boo & Company, Michaels and Home Goods. I also ordered additional decor from Target, Pottery Barn, Etsy, and Hobby Lobby. But unfortunately, almost all of those items didn't arrive in time to make this video. So my plan is to share them in a future video. To start this decor haul, we'll remove all items from the bags, then discuss where I plan to use them. From Walmart, I picked up these green ball ornaments that I plan to use on the tree in our living room, along with these smaller ornaments from Hobby Lobby that will look great on our smaller tree in our bedroom. Also from Hobby Lobby, I picked up these viral Robert Stanley ornaments that I also plan to place on the tree in our living room, in the colors brown, silver, and creamy white. This year, I'm thinking of adding ribbon to the Christmas trees, as well as use some to hang several wreaths. And sticking with my neutral color scheme, I'm hoping these ribbons would fit perfectly. But along with a neutral color scheme, I do plan to add pops of color using faux stems and linens. And although these stems in the colors brown and beige are considered neutral, I did pick up some burgundy ones from Michael's and at home, and we'll share those in just a minute. From at home, I picked up several of these combo berry bushes, along with 6 of these burgundy heather bushes. But unfortunately, all I could find was 1 beige berry bush and 1 faux stem. By the way, these were all in the fall section, but I think they would look great for Christmas as well. And here's the burgundy sprays mentioned earlier, with a single white berry stem, which was all that they had on hand. From a local small business called Sugar Boo & Company, I picked up this Santa-inspired dish that could also be used as an ornament. I also thought that this rustic black glazed dove looked similar in color to the black textured hand-painted pomegranates sold by Williams & Sonoma. And the last item I picked up from this shop is this heavy-duty glass candle cloche, which was very similar to the one at Crate & Barrel, but at a fraction of the cost. From Home Goods, I added 3 more houses to my house decor collection and thought this would look great on the bookcase in hubby's office. If you watched last year's Christmas Decorate With Me video, I used several houses to make a Christmas village. But this year, my plan is to do something totally different. So if you're not already subscribed, please do so you don't miss it. And the last item in this Christmas decor haul did arrive from Etsy, and it's this pillow cover that I plan to use next year when decorating for Halloween. So once done cleaning and organizing these items, I'll give you an overview of part 1 of my Christmas decor haul for 2025. Last Sunday, I published a new video on my birthday, and I want to thank you for the birthday wishes. Hubby spoiled me on my special day, taking me to all of my favorite places to shop and eat. But the night was not uneventful because while shopping, we witnessed a thief caught in the act and spent over 30 minutes in line at one store because of issues with the register. And although this occurred, the day was still special because of you and my family. Whenever I remove and wash the cushion covers, I separate the sofa and vacuum it all over. I also remove any spots on the sofa itself using a non-bleach Clorox wipes or a dry microfiber cloth dipped in a warm soapy solution. And although not shown, I also vacuum the rug in regular or slow speed and rotate it. Last week, I cleaned and mopped these stairs, but by the look of them, you could barely tell. And although not shown, I did use a magic eraser to remove the scuff marks on the risers and clean the iron spindles in the railing with a damp microfiber cloth. I figured since I already had the vacuum out, I might as well vacuum the foyer and small hallway located off of it. I also turned on the iRobot to assist, but still vacuumed those areas because sometimes it returns to the charger before doing so. And I plan to vacuum the hard floors in this living room, but we'll do that once the cushion covers are dry and replaced. Removing and washing the cushion covers is an all-day process, but I do clean other areas like the staircase, kitchen, half bath, and our bedroom while they wash and dry. That's one of the reasons why I do it only once every 3 months. And another reason is that it's a pain to remove and replace them. My favorite cleaning products to use when cleaning our half bath are the Clorox disinfectant wipes, Sprayway foaming glass cleaner, and my vinegar mixture. I also use a Swiffer duster, the Rubbermaid spin brush, and a Scrub Mummy or Scrub Daddy sponge, depending on which one I currently have on hand. I do love having these recessed magazine racks in our bathroom, but they do require a little more effort to clean. They were an addition to our home prior to us acquiring it, and something that I would have never thought to ask for if I was having the house built from the ground up. This Rubbermaid scrubber comes in handy when cleaning around the drain, the faucet, and of course the aerator. But you can also use an old toothbrush, which works just as well. And as you can see, cleaning the aerator was needed. Tuesday, hubby and I celebrated our 34th wedding anniversary with lots of food, family, and fun. We decided to enjoy a quiet day at home versus going out, and this was exactly what was needed. We not only saved money, but enjoyed each other's company while watching some of our favorite shows. half bath was not that bad, but I still wanted to clean and disinfect it as part of my weekly cleaning routine. If you're new to the channel, each week I choose a different room to deep clean, and today is the half bath. And along with deep cleaning one room per week, I include it with my morning reset routine of making my bed, tidying our primary bathroom, the living room and kitchen, as well as wash, dry, and fold my daily load of laundry. Not shown, I did vacuum the floors in this half bath, but I should have vacuumed them again prior to mopping them, because right before I mopped them, apparently Max or another member of the family had been in here, and you'll see what I mean in just a few minutes. Another task that I like to complete as part of my morning reset routine is shredding any mail that's sitting on this shredder. Daily, hubby and I sort the mail, and any items not needed are placed here. This not only protects us from identity theft, but also cuts down on paper clutter. Always asked how I maintain a clean, organized, and tidy home. And in my opinion, it's because everything has a designated place. I declutter often and organize as I clean. I also keep items to a minimum and dispose of or donate items no longer needed. To remove the cushion covers off the sofa, I removed this load of laundry from the dryer and placed it in here. This is my load of laundry for the day, and before cleaning any rooms within our home, I load the washer. So once I'm cleaning for the day, I can dry fold and put them away. know this is an unconventional way of storing our clothes, but it works for my family because not only can we see everything we have, it also prevents future duplicate purchases. Now that the weather is much cooler, it's time to pull out the winter gear. But before doing so, I need to tidy our hallway closet, organize and declutter it as needed. This closet's where we keep most of our winter coats and boots, and hubby keeps his bowling bag here because it's conveniently located off the hallway leading to the garage. This area is also considered a high traffic area because the entire family enters our home through the garage versus the front door, and often packages are dropped here until they're moved to the dining room table. Our laundry room is also located off this hallway, so dirty laundry is dropped here until it's sorted and placed in the laundry room. So daily I clean the floors and dust as needed, but only clean the closet once per week. Cleaning this area, I have been checking on and removing cushion covers that are a little wet. I don't dry them completely because it's easier to place them back on the cushions if they're not completely dry. I'm also placing this jacket by the back door that we like to use when taking Max for his morning walk. As mentioned earlier, I should have vacuumed the floors in here again before mopping them, because apparently someone has been in here since I cleaned it a few hours ago. But by this time, I was ready to get this done, because I still needed to vacuum the floors in the family room, put the sofa back together, and return the cushion covers. I also need to remove my new Christmas decor off the kitchen island, as well as clean it, along with the leather chair in the family room and the bar stools in the kitchen eat-in area. Although not shown, I did place the decor back in the bags after returning the mop to the laundry room. Also, by this time, my phone battery was low, so I took a nice long break for dinner before placing the new Christmas decor back in my decor closet. I did want to use these non-bleach Clorox disinfectant wipes to clean the island, considering what was just on them. And once done, I'm going to use my favorite leather wipes to clean the leather chair in the family room. And while doing so, you'll notice that the hard floors definitely need to be cleaned. And again, my plan is to clean them once the cushion covers are replaced. to shampoo the bar stools as well as the chairs, but I decided to hold off until I shampoo the rug in the family room. That way I can shampoo everything at the same time. So today we'll vacuum only and add shampooing to my list of things to do before Thanksgiving. You'll also notice that one of the buttons need to be tightened on one of the chairs, which is also on my list of things to do before the holidays. Family and I had leftover ribs for dinner that hubby grilled a few days ago, along with asparagus. And as always, everything was absolutely delicious. Usually, one of the boys will load the dishwasher after dinner, but our oldest is at work, and our youngest need to catch up on some schoolwork. So I figured, since I plan to clean this kitchen anyway, I might as well load the dishwasher. If you're new to the channel, I like to remove as much food residue off the dishes before placing them in the dishwasher. This dishwasher has a sensor feature and doesn't run as long if no food particles are detected. Therefore, we save on water and electricity as well as costly repairs by giving the dishes a quick rinse or wash before placing them in the dishwasher. By the way, it's up in the air as to how I want to decorate our bedroom for Christmas. At first I said no red, but when sharing photos with hubby, he chose the red one versus the neutral one. So it's back to the drawing board. But whatever I decide, I'll definitely share it with you in a future video. Whenever I load the dishwasher, I wash and dry all knives by hand for safety reasons, but also by air drying them, it prevents the blades from rusting and corroding. And whenever I load the dishwasher, I separate all utensils so each can be washed thoroughly, because when utensils are grouped together, it prevents water and detergent from reaching and cleaning every surface. But if you choose to group them together, alternate them so they can be properly cleaned. Prior to replacing the remaining cushion covers back on the sofa, I want to give this sink a thorough clean. But instead of using my go-to, which is Dawn Power Wash, I chose to use a little bit of the Dawn dish detergent instead, because the only difference between Dawn Power Wash and Dawn dish detergent is that Dawn Power Wash contains alcohol. this time, our oldest had returned home from work and helped put the sofa back together, as well as place a few of the cushion covers back on the cushions, because by this time I was exhausted and was ready for this to end. But I did vacuum the rug in slow and regular speed, and with our oldest help, rotated it. Although it looks really late outside, it's a little after 7, which means it's almost time to set our clocks back 1 hour. And according to the Old Farmer's Almanac, we should do this on Sunday, November the 2nd at 2 a.m., which means you gain an hour of sleep. But according to additional research, changing our clocks twice per year is not good for our health. So maybe one day this will end, but your guess is as good as mine. Guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. In today's Sunday Reset, I'm resetting our home for fall by cleaning and undecorating it in preparation for the new fall decor I shared in last week's video. I'm also taking you with me for our weekly grocery haul in order to restock and organize our fridge and pantry. And I'm sharing some new home updates with items I ordered off Amazon, along with some back to school prep for our youngest, and a little bit of TLC and a few DIYs for me. So I hope you enjoyed today's Sunday Reset and it motivates you to do some cleaning, restocking, and organizing of your own. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Whenever I clean this fridge, I'm always asked who made it and where did I get it. In 2017, when hubby and I was remodeling this kitchen, we stopped at a local appliance store, and there I found this Jen Air model fridge, along with the matching cooktop, double ovens, and dishwasher. Jen Air is owned by Whirlpool and is considered a premier high-end appliance brand with a mid-range price. But I have had a few issues with the fridge and double ovens, and will share those with you as I clean. Within the first year of owning this fridge, we had to replace the 6 built-in LED lights in the fridge 3 times and the 2 built-in LED lights in the freezer twice. Other than that, this fridge has done a great job of maintaining our food's freshness. I especially like the obsidian interior, which showcases the food stored in it like vibrant art. And these 6 refrigerator door bins are adjustable with liners that keep your food from shifting as you open and close the door. My biggest fear when removing and cleaning the door bins is items falling from them as I remove them. But as you just saw, the liners within the bins prevent this from happening. They also contain any spills that occur, but if not cleaned regularly, the bins will stick to the door, which will be a pain to remove later. Although these door bins are not as bad as I thought they would be, I still like to clean them monthly to prevent any odors that may occur, as well as check the expiration date of the items stored in them. Also, when preparing for our weekly grocery haul, I like to inventory them and restock as needed. This Gen Air refrigerator also comes with 4 crystal clear adjustable glass and metal shelves, which are removable, but I like to clean them in place to prevent from dropping and breaking them. I also like that you can see through them, allowing for visibility of everything inside of the refrigerator. I like keeping storage containers in my fridge, like this one, in which I use to store my eggs. And later when I clean the 4 crisper drawers, I'll share several more clear containers that I use to separate the contents within the drawer, which also keeps them organized. Whenever I clean the fridge, I like using a microfiber cloth dipped in warm water with a drop of Dawn dish detergent, which easily lifts any stains seen. And surprisingly, a soapy water solution with Dawn dish detergent removes odors and unpleasant smells as well. And because I clean these glass shelves weekly, right before my grocery haul, I'm able to keep all items organized and seen, which prevents duplicate purchases. I remove and clean under the crisper drawers monthly, but clean, inventory, and organize inside of them weekly. By the way, they are soft closed and humidity controlled, which helps preserve the freshness of fruits and vegetables. You can also adjust the settings for low or high humidity, allowing you to optimize the storage conditions for different types of foods, such as cheeses, butter, and deli meats. just saw, these crisper drawers are easy to remove and replace and are deep and wide to hold a large amount of items. Also, these clear storage containers are of various sizes and are part of the Home Edit collection at Walmart. Cleaning the freezer is going to be an easy one, considering we store almost all of our frozen items within freezer bags. But monthly, I do like to remove all items to clean it, thus removing any crumbs or stains seen. Last week I deep cleaned this cooktop, removing the grates, burners, and burner caps to soak and scrub them individually. And because of that deep clean, I only need to do a quick surface clean of it today. By the way, this is another Genair product, and as of today, I haven't had any issues with it. The fridge and cooktop are cleaned, I can start cleaning and undecorating the surfaces I plan to decorate for fall in an upcoming video. And as I remove all of the old decor, I do want to clean them before storing them, which is really the only time I get to do this, as well as reset the space. In last week's video, I shared some of the prettiest and most colorful fall stands from A Floral, and I'm looking forward to decorating with them in an upcoming video. Of course, I'll place some in this area, but also in our bedroom, dining room, and maybe the kitchen. have a lot of decor to remove today, and as I undecorate the spaces, I'm also thinking of ways to redecorate them differently. If you go back and look at any of my Clean and Decorate with Me videos, you'll see that most of the decor is old, but placed in different spaces within our home, with a few new pieces sprinkled in between them. Since Max was still down for his mid-morning nap, I figured I would clean and undecorate our bedroom next, then return to clean and undecorate the sofa. I did notice that he was awake but in a drowsy stage, so he should be up in just a few minutes, which is all the time I need to finish up in our bedroom. I did order a much larger mirror for our bedroom, which arrived last night. And once hubby returns from bowling, he plans to hang it along with a new one for the gym. So once done storing the linens away, I'll remove the old mirror and place the new one in the spot where I want it hung. And along with this new home update, I have 2 more I'm going to share, which has made a difference in the upkeep of our home. This mirror is 76 inches in height and 44 inches in width. It's not as heavy as it looks and comes with an adjustable hinge, which means you can lean it against the wall or allow it to stand freely. But I do want to hang it to keep our floor clear, but also prevent the iRobots from hitting it when vacuuming. And of course, I'll place it in my Amazon storefront in case you're interested. I'm also looking forward to using the new decorative throw pillow covers I shared in my summer decor haul, as well as some new artwork I ordered off Amazon during their Amazon Prime Day sale. And along with the new decorative throw pillow covers and artwork, I also plan to add a new dish or bowl to the ottoman, which will be used to hold our remotes. Stop washing my decorative throw pillow covers after each use unless there are visible stains. By doing so, I'm prolonging the life of the zippers, as well as the colors within them. I do have two which are dry clean only, one located on the leather side chair and the other in the basket next to the desk across from the stairs. To finish cleaning and undecorating this bedroom, I need to clear and clean our fireplace, as well as the vanity and shelf behind the tub in the bathroom. And again, I do plan to redecorate those areas for fall, as well as the dining room and our guest bedroom. Although I do love my green faux stems, next year when decorating for summer, my plan is to add more colorful ones, either by styling them alone or by adding them to these green faux ones that I currently own. When searching for artwork for fall, I went for a more moody and cozy look versus the lighter artwork that I've used when decorating for fall in the past. Some of the prints that I ordered off Amazon were already framed, and the ones that I ordered that were not, I'll use the frames from Target that I already have. At one point, I considered purchasing new vases for fall, but after much thought, decided to paint 3 of the older ones that I used recently. This will be my first DIY project on ceramic vases, but I think it turned out pretty good, and we'll share the results with you later in this video. As I finished cleaning and undecorating the family room, I was informed that the pads for the treadmill had arrived and that hubby had finished hanging the mirror in the gym. The mirror did cover the outlet used to plug in the treadmill, so I moved the treadmill to the other side of the room and used the decor ladder to hang the jump ropes and resistant bands that were originally hung in that space. After finishing up in the gym, I decided to check out how the new mirror looks hanging in our bedroom and was impressed at how much brighter the room looks with this new full-length mirror hung versus the other one shown earlier. I did decide to place the old mirror in our guest bedroom, and as I cleaned and undecorated it, hubby was hanging it, which fit the space perfectly. I do plan to reuse this beige quilt when decorating for fall, as well as some of this decor I'm removing off the dresser, but my plan is to place it in a different space. And as I clean some of the old decor, I was planning where some of it will be placed for fall, as well as deciding which items will be stored. The last time I cleaned and undecorated, hubby decided to cook the same evening. So after placing all of the decor on the island, I was rushing to remove it so he could prep for dinner. But that's not the case this time, so I was able to keep all items on the island overnight. But I did wrap and store away my faux stems on this day. By the way, I did stop to take a snack break before undecorating the dining room and storing the stems away. Lately, I've been really enjoying chorizo, topped with anchovies and aged cheddar cheese. Also later in the video, I will be shopping for some more chorizo to restock, as I did eat the remainder of what we had on this day. Before wrapping the faux stems, I wanted to check to see what hubby was talking about when he said the Leland cypress trees we planted years ago was starting to grow closer to the house. So I scheduled an arborist who specializes in tree care to come out and take a look. I also noticed some vines that needed to be removed as they were wrapped around the Leland cypress trees, preventing a few of them from growing fully. I have mentioned this before, but I no longer purchase wrapping paper because throughout the year, I save what I receive when shopping for decor in the stores, as well as what's packed in the boxes that I receive from online orders. This tip has not only saved me money over the years, but it's also a great way to recycle what's already used. I had to sit down to wrap the last 2 bundles of faux stamps because the bundles were thicker than the wrapping paper I chose to use. And although not shown, I did rewrap them several times in order to fully cover them. And as most of you are already aware, I like to store my stamps in trash bags upright in my decor closet. A few days later, and Marco and his team have arrived to remove some of the Leland cypress trees that are growing closer to the house, as well as remove as many vines as possible. The team did a great job and cleaned as best they could before leaving. Also on this day, I did some back-to-school prep for our youngest, paying for his fall tuition and books needed for the fall semester. And of course, as mentioned earlier, we stopped at Walmart and Sam's to shop for our weekly grocery haul. Also stopped at Sprouts Farmers Market for the organic lemon juice we like to add to our bottled water, as well as to restock our chorizo supply that I mentioned earlier, but I did forget to pick up the anchovies. Of the grocery items I'm restocking and organizing, I shared as I shop for them, but I did pick up some additional grocery items such as paper towels, white distilled vinegar, cage-free large brown eggs, watermelon, and baby cut carrots for Max. my channel for a while, you know one of my favorite drawers to restock and organize is my coffee pot drawer. And as always, I do a little too much by ensuring all the pots are facing the same way as I restock and organize it. I also did the same with the trip drawer, but didn't record it because I was in a rush to get a little TLC, in other words, a mani-pedi, later that evening. I started using this Zevo system last year to trap any bugs entering our home. I didn't realize when I picked up the kit from Sam's, it would include 4 refills, but also 2 more of the plug-ins, which were not needed. But I did choose to use the additional 2 anyway, and glad I did, because when opening and closing the door of the kitchen, any bugs flown in are caught in this system before they become a nuisance. As mentioned earlier, I chose to DIY 3 of my favorite vases instead of purchasing some new ones. I practiced on the smaller one first, which was not what I wanted, but after repainting it, I fell in love with it all over again, and we'll share the final look of all 3 vases in an upcoming video. Guys, welcome to Sissy Spaces, and thanks for being here. Today's video is a restock and organize with me, along with some cleaning, grocery shopping, and a grocery haul. But first, I wanted to add these both stems that I picked up at Kirkland's last week in the kitchen before cleaning our oldest son's bedroom, bathroom, and walk-in closet. And once done, we'll run some errands and stop at Walmart and Sam's for our weekly grocery haul. So I hope you enjoyed today's Clean Shop, Restock, and Organize with me, and it gives you plenty of cleaning motivation, as well as shopping, restocking, and home organization ideas. And as always, if you do enjoy today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Getting a late start today because I spent most of the morning cleaning, inventorying, and organizing the fridge and pantry in order to restock them later. And along with restocking the fridge and pantry, I'm also restocking the boys' and me and hubby's linen closets, as well as the laundry room. Start, in order to give my vinegar mixture time to work, I'm cleaning and tidying our oldest son's bedroom and walk-in closet first. By the way, if you're new to the channel, our oldest is renting the second owner suite, which is located upstairs, until he can afford to get his own place. Speed cleaning his bedroom and walk-in closet today because I want to get my grocery shopping done before 5 p.m. From experience, that's when the stores are the busiest on a weekday in my area. I do prefer grocery shopping early in the morning, but again, I'm getting a late start because of all of the cleaning, inventory, and organizing I did this morning, and I wish I had recorded it because it was a lot. Today, while out, I'm also shopping for a bench to go at the foot of this bed. I hate placing his sheets and pillows on the floor as I make the bed, but unfortunately the bench that's currently there doesn't hold much. By the way, I didn't record the trip I made to Home Goods today, but if you would like to see me shopping there in a future video, please leave a comment. Although not in bad shape, I do want to spend some time cleaning and tidying his bathroom than I did in his bedroom. And as I've mentioned in past videos, I only clean his bedroom, bathroom, and walk-in closet once per month. Granted, he does a good job of keeping those spaces neat and tidy, but I do like to deep clean them monthly in order to remove any stains that occur in between his version of cleaning. Today I exceeded my grocery budget, and in my opinion, it's not because of the items I purchased, but rather the rising cost of groceries. I did hear on the news that grocery prices have increased by 5%, but in my opinion, it seems as if they've risen over 20%. And to prove it, while shopping, I shared prices of items and my grocery receipt. Over 2 years ago, I started using my vinegar mixture, which consists of cleaning vinegar, Dawn dish detergent, and water to clean the showers, sinks, and toilets. This mixture really works, and if you apply it and allow it to sit for a while, those surfaces will become a lot easier and quicker to clean. Again, it depends on the stain and how long you allow the product to sit before removing it. I did notice as I rinsed the shower door that there were still some hard water stains remaining at the bottom of it. So I sprayed it again with my vinegar mixture and will allow it to sit while I finish cleaning the rest of the bathroom. The last time I refilled this soap container, I accidentally placed some white hand soap in there, so that's the reason for the haze. And whenever I clean these toothbrush holders, I make it a point to remove the stains in between them. 2 years ago, we had this vanity painted along with the one in our youngest son's bathroom, and last month it started to chip in a few areas. I do regret having it repainted versus restained, and because of it, we'll now need to maintain it by sanding down those chipped areas and reapplying the paint as needed. Due to the time constraints, I decided not to mop the floors in here today or in his bedroom, but will do so in the morning. And along with mopping, I'll also vacuum the rug that's under his bed. The iRobot does a great job of cleaning the hard floors, but in my opinion, not so great on cleaning the rugs. Today, I also wanted to clean and organize his vanity drawers and cabinets, but we'll stick with cleaning and organizing his vanity cabinets only, and we'll clean and organize his vanity drawers tomorrow before vacuuming and mopping the floors. Usually, I would dust all the surfaces in his bathroom and bedroom, then follow it up with a damp microfiber cloth. But since I'm in a hurry to get to Walmart and Sam's, dusting and cleaning a few areas is all I'm doing today. But next month, when cleaning up here, my plan is to definitely deep clean the surfaces I tidied today. After washing my hands and placing this damp microfiber cloth in the laundry room, I'll freshen up, then take you with me to run a few errands before heading to Walmart and Sam's to do some grocery shopping. My first stop will be at Great Clips to get a quick trim, then we'll head to UPS to check my box and pick up a few packages. While shopping at Walmart on this day, I found a lot of great decor on clearance. I also checked out a few of their fall and Halloween decor pieces, but didn't put any of it in the cart, because today is all about grocery shopping in order to restock the fridge, pantry, bathrooms, and laundry room. But I was tempted because some of the fall and Halloween decor pieces were at a great price. also approached shopping a little different this time at Walmart, shopping in the health and beauty section first, home section second, and grocery last. Usually, I would shop the grocery section first, and by the time I make it to the health and beauty section, I'm in a hurry to leave, thus forgetting to pick up some items. So today, I consider this grocery shopping trip to be a huge success, because not only did I get everything on the list, but I only purchased the items needed versus what I wanted. My next stop was at PetSmart to replenish Max's hard food. But because I had a coupon, I also picked up 12 additional cans of his Hill Science Diet soft food. And after looking for a bench at Home Goods for our oldest bedroom, I filled up at the Sam's Club gas station before entering the store to complete our weekly grocery haul. It was a lot of fun checking out the new Christmas decor at Sam's this year, as well as the Christmas trees, which in my opinion were priced well. And although very tempting, again, I only put the items in the cart that were on the grocery list. Really didn't need a lot of grocery items from Sam's Club, and that's why I didn't return home after shopping at Walmart to unload the car. But since I didn't unload the car before shopping at Sam's Club, I placed several items on the back seat of the car as well as on the floor. And similar to Walmart, I was able to find and get everything on our grocery list, and even snagged a few items on our grocery list that were on sale. As I loaded our grocery haul in the car, I was approached by a fellow shopper who asked if I was Sissy from Sissy Spaces. And of course I said yes. I really enjoy meeting you guys in person and would like to capture a few of you in my videos. So please say yes when I ask. But I do understand that some of you are just as shy as I am, and I'll always respect your decision not to be filmed. Been with my channel for a while, you know I always save the plastic bags from anywhere I shop so I can use them later as trash bags. And after unpacking and sharing an overview of this almost $500 grocery haul, let's see what I got and why. The boys really like these Nathan onion rings, and my favorite pasta dish lately is the Zatarain's blackened chicken Alfredo. We were low on the brown and serve Vermont maple flavored sausages, baby carrots from Max that he likes to eat with his soft food, Kraft Singles American cheese, and the Walmart Great Value brand of sharp cheddar cheese. I also picked up the boys' favorite French fries and mozzarella sticks, as well as some eggs and vegetables I needed to make my tomato and avocado salad. and red and green seedless grapes that I like to eat after breakfast as a snack. I do plan to make the tomato and avocado salad tonight, as well as eat these large organic mangoes as a snack. And of course, I needed some fresh tomatoes for the salad and picked up some chicken breast strips as an appetizer for the boys. We were also low on hamburger buns, the extra large Virginia peanuts with sea salt, old-fashioned grits that I cook at least once per week, milk chocolate chips for our homemade granola bars, and hot dog buns. And continuing with the bread, we were also low on my favorite brioche bread and the Nature's Own wheat bread, as well as Ziploc storage bags and paper towels. By the way, I like storing the 1030 triple pack of paper towels in the kitchen and storing the 1248 pack in the bathrooms. We were low on TP, Aveeno body wash for the boys, and me and hubby. I also picked up the Walmart brand of cocoa butter lotion for the boys and the Palmer's cocoa butter lotion for me and hubby, and 2 packs of the Glade plug-ins, refills, and the Hawaiian Breeze scent. The only snack I picked up on this grocery haul trip for the boys were the variety pack of Frito-Lay chips. We were in need of some printing paper and tea tree oil for me, vitamins for hubby, Stridex wipes for our youngest, and my routine laundry products, which consist of white distilled vinegar and Gain Moonlight Breeze scented firework beads. And to complete our grocery haul for the day, I picked up 4 packs of the Deer Park bottled water. As mentioned earlier, I did clean and organize our fridge this morning, which is part of my weekly cleaning routine. And to prevent from having to clean the freezer as often, I bag most of our freezer items so I don't have to worry about crumbs falling from the original bags and collecting at the bottom of the freezer. For those that are new to the channel, hubby likes to pick up any meat he and I plan to cook within the next 2 days. So you'll rarely see any meat except frozen hamburgers kept in the freezer. This is the only fridge and freezer we have and don't have a need or plans to get another one. This works for our family, but if one day a second fridge or freezer is needed, we'll definitely get one and store it in the garage. Restocking the eggs, I like removing them from the carton and storing them in this plastic container because in my opinion, the eggs are harder to remove from the carton. Also, once done storing the eggs in the fridge, we'll restock and organize the pantry because along with cleaning and organizing the fridge this morning, I also cleaned and organized the pantry for today's grocery haul. So restocking it will be quick and easy. can't keep a lot of bread in this pantry, and that's the reason why I want to make my own. I have tried several different recipes, but each have been a huge fail, and it's all because I find it difficult to make the dough. So lately, I've been looking for a dough maker, and once I find one that works, I'll definitely share it with you. I was asked in a previous kitchen cleaning video where we store our canned goods, and it's in the cabinet that's next to this one. We really don't keep a lot of canned goods on hand because we prefer fresh vegetables and meat, but I do keep a few cans on hand for those occasional quick meals that are needed. Also notice as I restock and organize this linen closet that I like to stock up on several of the same items, and it all started during COVID. Our oldest did all of the shopping during that period of time, and to avoid returning to the stores as often, he would bring home 2 or more of the same item, and since then I've kept it up. I did mention earlier that those vitamins were for hubby, but they're actually gummy vitamins that our youngest prefers, who's a senior in college, so I placed them in his vanity. And although not shown, I did make several trips up and down the stairs in order to bring up the paper towels and TP to restock his linen closet. Done here, the next space we'll restock and organize is me and hubby's linen closet, placing the Palmer's cocoa butter lotion in there, as well as the remainder of the paper towels and TP. I did place all of the Aveeno body wash in the boys' linen closet because I remembered that me and hubby had more than enough on hand stocked in our linen closet. And organizing, I like placing the items in the same space as previous similar items were before. This gives them a home and reminds the family of where they're located when needed. And by doing so, it's easier to restock because you can see which items are depleted or need to be replenished. Keeping this 10-30 pack of paper towels in the very top of this pantry, and when needed, place a few in the bottom drawer for easier access. The paper towels shown earlier from Sam's Club are too thick to fit in this space, but these from Walmart are just the right size. restocking and organizing this chip drawer, I take my time because I've learned that if I restock it nice and neat, the family would do their best to keep it that way. And this applies to just about any other space within our home. Club does sell the 50-pack of these chips, but those bags are a lot smaller in size, and when the boys would reach for a snack, they would usually grab 2. But with this 30-pack of chips, the bags are larger, so the boys only grab 1. So when you think about it, the size is more important than the quantity. Space we need to restock and organize is the laundry room. And once done, I'll make the tomato and avocado salad mentioned earlier and finish the load of laundry I placed in the dryer earlier today. This far in the video, I want to thank you for watching Sissy Spaces. And as always, if you enjoyed today's video, please remember to like, subscribe if you're new, comment, and share. Again, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.